After 6 months, my work visa was finally approved, and I went to Medellin to start my new job. Okuku and I were collected from the hostel and taken to our new home, a small town in Antioquia called Segovia. It was about 5 hours from Medellin by car, depending on the traffic and weather, and extremely isolated from civilization. The Spanish settlers found gold in the area in the 1850s, and in 1852 the first gold mine was established in Segovia. Nearly everyone worked at that gold mine in some department, or had a shop that profited from the miners. They dropped me off at the teacher's house to settle in, which had all we could need except for a comfortable seat. I saw the window bars and the built-in furniture, and we had a guard on the front door 24/7. It was a little strange. But for that area, we had quite a fancy home, with all the appliances and new decor. There, I also met my housemates, the other English teachers. Anu from India, Gilliam from France, and Davut from Tunisia. Us boys got along great, and Gilliam was also new and excited to explore. So for the first month or so, we went on plenty of hikes around and into town to check out the nightlife.
If you're high, you're low, fine, but you don't say anything. Never mind what you want, sometimes you just don't say anything. Well, she's got a gun in her head and a burden in her heart. When you got love in the head, you got a hurt in your heart.
Cuckoo. Hasta luego. Yeah. Come up.
The school that we worked at was built by the mining company for the workers' children. We were the foreign English teachers, and all of the staff were issued uniforms and shoes, books and stationery, and then also gifts and awards on top of our sizable salary. I remember earning around 1,500 American a month, which is a lot in South America. I eventually realized the money was just a cover. At deal of the teachers were still studying or had experience alone, and I only managed to connect with a few of them in all of my time there. At test time, if the students failed, they just retook it until they passed. The students received free education if they had good grades, so failing a student meant angry parents, so to save hassle, all students just passed.
Good morning! Me camera! Hey, good morning!
I was the grade 2 and 3 English teacher, and I had some really great classes.
Hey! Good. Come on.
At that age, they could understand and communicate, but were easily distracted and chaotic. I learned a lot about patience and keeping large groups of children focused, at least for a while. I taught them colors, numbers, animals, basic verbs, and telling the time. And I tried to make fun worksheets or games to make it interesting.
123, 876. Solo eso. No es 986, es 9. Sí, exacto. All the 100.
We also had karaoke days, as I realized how musical some of the kids were.
I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of the sea. Woo! The master of the sea. Woo! Hey, you made me a believer.
At school, the children had found a small baby in the playground, which was later identified as a sariwaya, an opossum. I kept it for the day and then gave it to my neighbor, Monica, who was a vet. We had a lot of teacher meetings and had very little to do, and spent a lot of time just waiting around between classes. So, a few times Davud and I escaped and went to our favorite restaurant, a Menu del Dia down the road that usually served one of my absolute favorite meals, chicharron. Unfortunately, a lot of gold attracts a lot of crime, and there have been several massacres in Segovia alone from illegal militia groups. In Colombia, there are various illegal guerrilla armies, and the paramilitary terrorize this area a lot. In 1988, a paramilitary group massacred 53 people in Segovia.
Hello. Hello.
I never really saw violence as I walked around the town, and we walked a lot through most neighborhoods until one Tuesday afternoon. I had just finished work around 3 p.m. and decided to walk down to the local supermarket, D1. There, across the main intersection, was a man on his back. As I arrived to the scene, everyone was quiet, not hysterical or in tears or even scared, just sad. The police chatted casually next to the blood spray at their feet, and some people went to take photos of it. I felt so alien and uncomfortable. I took a quick photo and left. Upon arriving home, I told the security lady, and she asked me if I had a photo for her. Then she showed me the photo album of cadavers, mainly young guys, shot and left somewhere from the last few weeks. That's when I realized I was not in a safe place. We also met our neighbor Monica and her daughter and puppies.
Hola, Monica.
She was lovely and often came to visit, to have dinner or just coffee, and once we went on an adventure to the Charcos, the local reservoir. On the weekends, we often took the school taxis back to Medellin to get away and enjoy the city vibes. But it was such a long drive, once taking around 7 hours because of rain and traffic accidents. We had a few weeks holiday for Christmas and New Year's, and I had already decided I had to get out of that place. The taxis had stopped allowing a cuckoo to come to Medellin, and I was feeling isolated. So after chatting with Dad, we were looking at an adventure through Brazil and making a quiet escape from Segovia.